The best 100 litre filter? Not sure. Let's take a look. Okay, so AQQA, they've always been a good filter manufacturer. They do have some unique ideas. There's some details on the actual filter itself. But yeah, so I like the packaging already. Let's have a look. The instruction manual, we don't need that yet. Let's have a look. Okay, this is a white filter, which is strange because it looked black on the... Oh wow, look at that. Okay, so it looks like another powered sponge filter. Let's get rid of all the rubbish. It's already set up by the look of it. In through the bottom and out through the top. Seems a bit weird. Oh, I see, we've got some little bits here. What do we get in the bag? Again, this is a very cheap alternative to some of the filtration you see. Oh, okay. Spray bar, rain shower, whatever you want to call it, and some little other attachments that goes on the top, obviously. Oh, I see. So you can have it either way. So that would be, let's put this down a bit. Let's put it like that. So you can literally have that coming out. Assuming you can shut this down, of course, otherwise it'd be a bit pointless. You've got some other different, okay, so it's just the attachment in the boxes. Okay, let's have a look, How does this go? There you go. That's just a clean, okay. Okay, so again, a fairly fine filter. Quite a large mass, a bit like the pickup, the EIM pickup, but it's too small. It needs to be a tighter fit, so you're going to get lots of bypass past that. So it comes, okay, so look, if it goes right down to the bottom, yeah, you're going to get a bit of bypass. As you can see, a little bit of a wobble on that. But yeah, that's not too bad construction. The plastic's quite good. Oh, I see. So you can take this off, but weird, you can't get it past that, so that's a bit strange. Is it adjustable? Doesn't seem to be any kind of adjustment on there, but you could probably just leave that in the tank and take that off anyway. Okay, well it's a very cheap filter. Is there any details on it? No, it does say 4-in-1 though, which is kind of used. 4-in-1, I wouldn't have thought 4-in-1, but still. Got to get it wet and try, haven't we? So, there you go, minimum water level as I thought. These are tiny. Oh, there you go. So, yeah. Okay, so we need to get these wet and have a look. I'm going to set it up without the spray first, and then we'll do a few different ideas. It does come with a bit of air bar and a venturi, which is quite cool. I do like the added bonus of having the ability to aerate as well, although I prefer surface agitation due to current, to be fair. Okay, let's get this wet and see how it goes. Okay, so I am going to put the specs for this filter, okay, in the bio. This is actually one of my favourite powered sponge filters at the moment, okay. It has a fully controllable spray bar, although you can't control the flow on that, which is a bit of a pain. This can come off. They do two versions. This is the smaller version, which I would probably use in a 60-litre tank, maybe 100 litre, but mainly 60 litre. And let's turn it on. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, so you can see the flow from the bottom bit there. Nothing coming out the top. So let's turn it on. As you can see, little arrows on here. So let's turn it on. Now, I'm not a keen fan of spray bars. I think they're just noisy, but they do agitate the water. As you can see, there's air bubbles all over the place, and it's the breaking of the surface that actually helps. Okay, so let's put it down a bit. Let's put it down a bit. There you go. That would be how I would run one anyway. The more agitation on the surface, the more oxygen exchange you can have. Now that's obviously taking the CO2 as well. It's not too bad. There are some other attachments, so I'm going to put some of the other attachments on it, and then I'll reset it. Okay, so this is with the duck bill. Now obviously you can angle this in any direction you want. The bottom one is still going though, so let me just put that down in the water. Again, perfect surface agitation. The only problem is if you were going to run this in a shrimp tank, for argument's sake, which is, I would say this is fairly shrimp safe, it's a sponge filter, is this. If I shut that down, you do get a lot more flow. That's a lot quicker. But if you was going to use it, I would use it in a shrimp tank. Guppy tank would be fat. Oh, this would be excellent. The guppy tank, the fry is not going to go anywhere in there. But you could have it in any tank, okay? Except I wouldn't put it in a better tank, I'm afraid. It does have a lot of flow, and I can't adjust the flow down unless you put the spray bar. If you put that on, you can adjust the flow down, but you can't adjust the flow down from the bottom one. And if you listen, when I shut that bottom one down, it does make a lot of difference to the flow. So obviously if I shut the top one down, it's going to do the same. There you go. But it's a very good filter. I like this filter, and I would put my thumbs up on it. I'm just going to put the aerator on it and see how that looks. Okay, so that's with the aerator on. As you can see, it does produce, let's go down here, it does produce a lot of bubbles. Too much noise for me though. And again, all you need is surface agitation. You don't need bubbles, all right? Bubbles are mainly more aesthetically pleasing than anything else. So I'm going to get this in a tank. I'm not going to use the aerator, but I will use the 2 jets because that's how I would run it. So let's get it wet in the tank. Before I go, I want to talk about a couple of things, okay? The pros of this: price, sound, and the stuff you get with it. So you do get the nozzle, you get the aeration, you get this, you get the spray bar, okay? So they're the pros. The cons, the suckers are tiny, so they're not going to last great. This is the smaller version, you get a bigger version. And obviously you can't adjust this. If I wanted to turn this off, just have it here, or just have that, blah, blah, blah. I can't seem to be able to do it. I did try. You could probably take this nozzle off, because it comes off, and block that if you wanted to use the rain adapter. The rain adapter doesn't turn it off completely, so, but yeah, there you go. Okay, so that's what it looks like in the tank. And whisper quiet. I mean, really quiet. Obviously I've got it set up how I want it set up. You can have it set up how you want it set up. But I'll tell you what, this is now my new favourite tank, my new favourite filter for small nano tanks. It's a shame you can't adjust the flow a little bit more. I'd like that to be a little bit less, but as I say, if you put the spray bar on there, you can adjust it right down to virtually nothing. That's the way, isn't it, eh? Let me get that there. Can't even hear the noise. Guys, thanks for watching and take care.